Everybody can sit down. Hello, everyone. My name is Amy Roy. I'm the Director of Nursing and Allied Health. It is my pleasure to welcome you all here today. The pinning ceremony is such a special occasion for the graduates of the nursing program. It is a time to share their accomplishments with their family, their friends, the faculty, and staff. As you all know, these nursing students have worked very hard to accomplish this goal of becoming a nurse. Yesterday, I had a student in my office who stated, this happens every semester right before the end, "You told us at orientation that this would be tough, but until you actually are going through it and doing it, you do not realize how tough it is." I am sure that graduates can attest to that. When I think about this group of nursing students that will be pinned and will graduate today, I think about the way in which they have persevered through the nursing program with grace, compassion, humility, and integrity. All of those qualities that we expect from nurses. It has been a pleasure watching them grow as nursing students into what will soon be enough, they will be registered nurses. And I have no doubt, as do their instructors, that they will all pass the big exam, also known as the NCLEX, with flying colors. These students have flourished in their studies. They have set the bar high for the nursing students that follow. I had the opportunity to speak with one of the students that is graduating today, and the student stated, "I do not just shoot for the 80%, I shoot for the 100%. Will I always get it? No, but I do know that I have done my best, the best that I could, and that is all that we ask of you, is that you do the best that you can for your patients, for yourselves, and for the profession of nursing." Next, I'd like to talk a little bit about what the pinning ceremony means and the history behind it. The legacy of the infamous Florence Nightingale has been the influence behind the pinning ceremony. In the beginning, the pinning ceremony only allowed those students that had the most exemplary marks or the highest grades in the class. But as time went on, they realized that every student that was able to get through a nursing program deserved to be recognized. It is also the ceremony to celebrate the partnership that is formed between the nursing students and the faculty. So today, the nursing faculty will be pinning the students and welcoming them into the profession of nursing. This is always such a great honor. Over this last year, we have discussed how this is such a wonderful and happy day for all of us. Hopefully, we are all able to make a difference, or we were all able to make a difference in your educational journey, and it has been truly amazing to be able to watch the growth in all of you as we welcome you into the profession of nursing. Next, I'm going to have Heather King, Dr. Heather King, come up and do a faculty reflection.
All right, mine's only about 45 pages, and I'm used to looking at them when I talk, so if I keep looking over there, I'm so used to hanging out with these guys. So welcome everybody, friends, family, and fellow faculty, and of course our board members, and the newly crowned graduate nurses sitting in front of me. First things first, you made it. Like, can you take a nice big breath now, right? You survived nursing school. That's an accomplishment on its own for sure. And now it means you can handle anything. Sleep deprivation, check. Impossible exams, check. That was my fault, sorry. But not sorry. Clinical instructors that have laser vision, check. And if nursing school were an Olympic event, you would all be gold medals. So when you started this journey, some of you didn't know how to hang an IV bag. And now you can probably do it one-handed, in the dark maybe, with people asking you, "Are you sure you know what you're doing?" And now you can confidently smile and say, "Absolutely." Even if in your head you're like, "Oh my God, am I doing it right? Oh my God, oh my God." But in all seriousness, you've accomplished so much, and that's no small feat. You've earned a degree, soon will be a license, and a spot in one of the most trusted professions on the planet. And let me remind you, it's not just a job, it's a calling. Florence Nightingale, you're going to hear her name a lot today, once said, "Let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives." And that's exactly what I hope you carry with you. The sense of curiosity, the hunger to keep growing, the willingness to Google something you've never heard of at 2 a.m., because you absolutely will. There will be days when this job is really tough. You'll get tired, frustrated. Someone will yell at you because their Jell-O flavor is not right. And then sometimes, out of nowhere, somebody will smile at you and say thank you. And you'll remember all the good stuff and why you do this. So here's some advice. Trust your instincts. They're pretty much always right. Ask questions all the time. Label everything, seriously. Never underestimate caffeine, especially those of you that are headed to the night shift. And always carry snacks. And now some real advice. You may be wondering what kind of nurse you want to be. Your preceptorship maybe clued you in to what you want to do, or maybe what you don't want to do. There's so many kinds of nursing. You could work with computers and simulation equipment. You could be a teacher. You can work in surgical units or operating rooms, or even in a patient's home. You have the opportunity to be witness to the first breath someone takes in this world, and to hold someone's hand as they take their last. If you've worried about where you'll go or what you'll do, we'll take some advice from Steve Jobs on this one. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. The only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, because as with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. Congratulations, class. Go be the kind of nurse you'd want at your bedside. Class dismissed.
Next up, I'd like to invite Annalise Rao to come up and do her speech for her class.
Welcome, family, friends, and faculty. We started our time here as students in the classroom. Now, we're ending our shift at Kirtland as nurses. If this were our off-going shift report, I would tell you that I'm experiencing tachycardia and diaphoresis giving this speech. For the audience, that's rapid heart rate and excessive sweating. Thankfully, nursing school exams and simulation have taught me to work through it. On behalf of my class, I would like to thank those who have supported us and mentored us through school. Thank you to the Kirtland nursing faculty for transforming us, one concept, one clinical day, and one exam at a time. Thank you for your guidance, patience, and for raising both our caffeine and trauma threshold. We appreciate the time and energy you have put into getting us here today. As we move forward and touch countless lives, please know that it is possible because of the impact that you have had on our journey. No words can express just how much we value the knowledge and nursing judgment that you have given us. Thank you to our friends and family for supporting us, for understanding the sacrifices that we have had to make to be successful in our pursuit of education, and for being here on this monumental day in our lives. Finally, I would like to say thank you to my classmates. Thank you for believing in yourselves, for pushing through what has undoubtedly been two of the more challenging years of your life. Thank you for supporting each other when our support systems might not understand what we were going through, like why we stressed out over one little exam every single time. This is what we have worked so hard for, what we've been counting down to. My classmates know that I love a countdown. I've been the keeper of countdowns each semester, using them as motivation during some of the harder days or weeks. So, I'll leave you with one final countdown. When we started this program, we had 1 year, 8 months, and 5 days to get to this day. We were strangers to each other who could barely take a manual blood pressure. Together, we would complete 53 exams, 496 clinical hours, and I cannot even begin to guess how many hours studying. Today, we are brothers and sisters. We may not share blood, but we share a purpose. Together, we walk into a new chapter as nurses, where we have earned the opportunity to save more lives in one shift than most people will get in a lifetime. The time remaining until this chapter starts: 0 years, 0 months, 0 weeks, and 0 days. Congratulations, graduate nurses, and thank you again to all those who helped us achieve this goal.
At this time, I'd like Louis Lucido to stand up, please. I'd just like to give a special thank you to Louis. He put together the awesome, as you walked in, you saw pictures flashing the video for his class. So thank you very much, Louis. So now this part, I'm probably going to be in a lot of trouble, but that's all right. I'm usually in trouble anyways, and I'll get out of it. But anyways, first, this is our special recognition, and I usually like to recognize a person. So I'm kind of going to I'm recognizing all of my staff because they work so hard, the faculty, whether it's full-time, part-time, those in the simulation lab, those that do wonderful acting, and not even acting, but there are specialized, or our patients sometimes, and sometimes they're family members to help give the students a really great experience and a real experience in simulation. But I had to kind of hide this from this person today because she's been my right-hand man for the last 3 years. And as I say, it truly takes a team, but she should be recognized as, for me, my MVP. She's been there with me. So, Stacy, where are you? I know you're going to be mad that I'm making you come up here. So, and yes, I was crying as I was writing this, and she kept walking in my room. She probably thought, what is going on with her? But I always cry at pinning, so it wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary. So, Stacy has been my right-hand woman for the last 3 years. We've quickly realized we are birthday buddies, having birthdays a day apart, although I'm a tad bit older than she is. Over the past 3 years, she has been dedicated to the nursing program, making sure the students are always clinically compliant to do clinicals, or making sure that faculty have lunches ready when we do our yearly 4-day-long retreat, or even helping me try to resurrect or revive Otis, the orchid that was in my office for 2 years. Unfortunately, it was not good. He did not make it. But it was not for the lack of the vitamins and minerals that Otis got every week because Stacy provided such great care on Tuesdays. Anyways, however, as I've learned in nursing, change is always inevitable. So although Stacy's not leaving Kirtland, she's just moving to focus on other programs for the college. I just wanted to let her know how much I've appreciated everything she's done for our program and for me. I couldn't have asked for a better right-hand woman than her. She has set the bar high for the next person to take her place, and I just truly wanted to recognize her for all the hard work she's put in, especially for all the hard work she puts in for this wonderful and beautiful day. She truly makes my job so much easier. So, thank you, Stacy. Okay. Yeah, you can sit down. Okay. Next up, I'm going to re-invite Heather King to the stage, and she's going to start the Nursing Honor Society recognition.
That's perfect. Gave me time to dry my tears. Thanks. All right, so now we're going to recognize some of our students that have graduated with honors, which is pretty tough in nursing. It's hard in any program, but especially nursing. So we're going to talk a little bit about the associate degree nurse, which is what all of these are graduating with today. It is the entry pathway into nursing, but it's also the backbone of nursing. And as the associate degree nurse remains pretty vital in today's healthcare landscape, They're really dedicated to every patient encounter, and most of them will have to go on to continue their education as well, but this is the entryway into nursing. So as I call it, the backbone of nursing. So recognizing that the associate degree nurse is a critical and respected entry point into nursing. So as part of the Organization for Associate Degree Nursing, our students have completed a capstone project focused around QSIN, which is quality, safety, and education in nursing. And the QSIN, the idea behind that is to provide knowledge, skills, and attitudes required to provide safe and high-quality care. And these projects emphasize these QSIN competencies, focusing on patient-centered care, teamwork, collaboration, evidence-based practice, and more. Our students chose to focus mostly on quality improvement, but there were some that also focused on patient-centered care. They were wonderful. They just presented them just the other day. So as the faculty advisor for the OADN, the Alpha Delta Nu Phi chapter, I'm honored to stand here alongside of my faculty to recognize and celebrate our inductees. At this time, I'm going to induct the newest members from our ADN program into the Phi chapter of the OADN. When I call your name, please stand. And as you walk across the stage, I'll also be providing you with a pen and a cord for this achievement. All right. Kate Baker. Jordan Bangert. Marie Hoyt. Carrie Kolka. Mr. Louis Lucido. Annalise Rao. Michaela Raymond. Ashlyn Snow. And one that's not with us today, she couldn't make it today, but Lillian White is also part of our OADN. It is my great pleasure to officially induct you into the Alpha Delta Nu Phi chapter. Congratulations, you've earned this moment through dedication, perseverance, and a lot of heart. So congratulations.
So at this time comes the fun part. We get to start penning the students. So I will be reading the students' cards, and let's see here. The first student up is Michaela Raymond. Michaela Raymond is being penned by Paula. Paula's on her way up. She is part of the National Honor Society. Michaela states, "I would like to thank my family, friends, and faculty. Your love, support, and guidance have been my foundation and have helped me reach this milestone. This journey wasn't always easy, but with each of you by my side, it's been brighter." Next, I have Abigail Strimple. She's being penned by Virginia. Abigail states, "I would like to thank my family, especially my mom, my grandma, Yvonne, and my mom, Kelly, for their love and support throughout my journey in nursing school." You guys take a step back. You step back over there so he doesn't get your picture. Next up, I have Kate Baker, being penned by Kim Blake. She is also part of the National Honor Society as well as PTK. Kate states, "First and foremost, to my fiancé, Chris, my 5 children, my dad, Mitch, and many friends. Thank you for your encouragement, kindness, and motivation. I would not be here without you. Thank you to Kirtland's nursing faculty for the many hours spent helping us learn to think like nurses. I am forever grateful to each of you." Yeah. Next up, I have Jordan Bankert, also being pinned by Kim. She is also part of the National Honor Society. And Jordan states, I would like to thank my nursing school friends for countless hours of studying, mental breakdowns, and celebrations. I want to say thank you to my amazing support system during my good days and the bad. Thank you again. I could have not done it without you. Next up, I have Jamison Dawson, also being pinned by Kim. Jamison states, I would like to thank my wife, Lacey Dawson, and my kids, Kenny and Kira, for donating their time to let me complete this program. Next up, I have Virginia M. Lake, also being pinned by Kim. She is part of PTK. Virginia states, I would like to give a big thank you to my family for helping me navigate the craziness this program brings and for saving me more than once. And thank you to Beyonce, just in case. Kim, you're still pinning. One more. Yep. Next, I have Ashlyn Snow, also being pinned by Kim. She's also part of the National Honor Society as well as PTK. Ashlyn states, I want to thank my wonderful parents for being so supportive for my nursing journey and for pushing me to do my best in school. I also want to thank my boyfriend for being by my side, my friends for cheering me on, and my cohort for never giving up on me. Or never letting me give up, excuse me. Sam's next. Samantha's next. Next up, I have Marie Hoyt, being pinned by Samantha Nichols. Marie is also a part of the National Honor Society. And Marie states, I would like to thank my mom and my fiance for all of their support. I would also like to thank the teachers and my clinical instructors for their help and support. Next is William Meyer, also being pinned by Samantha. William states, I would like to thank my Kirtland's nursing faculty and my family for all of the support I have received throughout the past 2 years. The last 2 years were challenging, and I'm ready to begin my new life as a nurse. Next up is Madison Hill, being pinned by Heather King. Madison states, I would like to thank my son for being my drive and motivation each and every day. I would also like to thank my family and professors for being so supportive and encouraging. I wouldn't be here without you, so thank you. Next, I have Carrie Kolka. She's also being pinned by Heather. She is also part of the National Honor Society. And Carrie states, I would like to thank my husband, Theo, for his support during the last 2 years. I could have not done it without him. Next is Louis Lucido, also being pinned by Heather, also part of the National Honor Society. Louis states, I would like to thank my parents for all the support throughout this program. I wouldn't have been able to do this without them. Next is Annalisa Rao, also being pinned by Heather. Annalise is also a member of the National Honor Society as well as PTK. Annalise states, I would like to thank my husband, Nathan, and my children, Landon, Josie, Rebel, and Charlie, for their support and sacrifices over the last 2 years. Thank you to my family for all the encouragement along the way. And last, I wanted to read the last card. One of their fellow classmates couldn't be here with them today, not because she didn't want to, but other circumstances came up. Lillian White Guan, she would have been pinned by Heather. She's also part of the NHS, National Honor Society, as well as PTK, and she states, I would like to thank my husband and my parents for all of their support. So now that the students have all been pinned and have their cords and have all the stuff that they need, I'm going to invite Kim to come up because she's going to recite the nurse pledge for us.
Thank you, everyone. In nursing, the Nightingale Pledge stands as a powerful symbol of dedication, compassion, and ethical commitment embraced by nurses around the world. Named after Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing, this pledge represents a solemn promise, a symbolic contract that nurses willingly take as they begin their journey to care for the sick and vulnerable. Florence Nightingale's groundbreaking work during the Crimean War serves as the cornerstone of nursing's legacy. Serving both as a manager and trainer of nurses, Nightingale organized the care of wounded soldiers, improving hygiene and living conditions, which dramatically reduced the death rates during the war. Her tireless dedication, including making nightly rounds to care for the injured, earned her the title the Lady with the Lamp, a symbol of compassion, resilience, and unwavering commitment. Nightingale's efforts didn't stop at the battlefield. Her work revolutionized military nursing and spurred significant reform in civilian hospitals throughout Great Britain, influencing the course of healthcare for generations to come. The Crimean War was remembered not only for the pivotal events like the charge of the Light Brigade, but also the lasting legacy of Florence Nightingale that left in the field of nursing. Nurses bear the profound responsibility of safeguarding the health and well-being of their patients. As nursing profession continues to grow and evolve, the Nightingale Pledge remains a steadfast reminder that the essence of nursing lies not only in the clinical skill, but also in the compassionate and ethical care that forms the heart of this noble calling. The students standing before you today, you guys can stand, have worked tirelessly, putting their hearts and souls into reaching this milestone. They're ready to carry forward the legacy of those who came before them, and today we honor that legacy by presenting each graduate with a lamp, a symbol of knowledge, compassion, and enduring commitment to care. Today's ceremony is more than a celebration, it's a rite of passage. Our graduates take the Nightingale Pledge and light their lamps. They step into the role of a profound responsibility and a purpose. With knowledge in their minds and compassion in their hearts, they now join a global community of nurses committed to healing, service, and humility. Congratulations to each of you. Your journey is just beginning. The world is better for having you in it. So please join me in reciting this pledge. I solemnly pledge in my presence of this assembly to live my life with integrity and to practice my profession faithfully. With dedication, I will endeavor to uphold with ethical, scientific, and legal standards of my profession and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. You may now light your lamp. Welcome to the nursing profession.
I'd like to say a special thank you, obviously, to the students for working so hard and doing great things, but also to the families and friends that have supported the students, as well as my colleagues here at the school, Dr. Gary Roberts, the vice presidents that I work with, the deans that I work with, the advisors, library services, everybody that helps our students to be successful. I appreciate everything that you do for the students. And as always, the many board members that sit in front of us, thank you for supporting our nursing program, and it's greatly appreciated. At this time, our ceremony is complete. I ask that family and guests please remain seated until the students have left and went out into the atrium. And please, once you guys are able to meet, there's going to be snacks and refreshments out there. Please stay and mingle with the new nurses to be soon after they pass their boards. We'd like to, the faculty want to kind of walk around and talk and get to know you guys, so congratulations. You may.